everyone.
It's Saturday night, and you know what that means.
We have a little different program that we're going to do, a little different prediction show. We do a lot of wrestling, pro wrestling. If you see us on here, we're talking about AEW, WWE pay-per-views, specials on AEW. But we're going to do something different, something we've been wanting to do for several weeks, and that is make NFL weekly predictions. As you can tell, Cowboys. And this is week 7 of the NFL, and we missed Thursday night's game. Well, we'd like to do these and put them out on Thursdays. We didn't do it this week. We missed the Browns with missing Baker, missing the running backs, and still winning a good game with the Broncos. But we're going to see the Broncos. The Browns did on Thursday night.
I thought they flunked real bad.
Flunked real bad. No, they might have flunked the test, but they won the game.
I thought they were like
They're 3-3, now they're 4-3. And that's which is a surprise, but we're just going to go down. We're going to start with the Thursday night game. We're going to skip that this week, of course, because it's over. And then we'll do the 1 o'clock time slot, the 4 o'clock time slot, the Sunday night game, and the Monday night game. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to do this each week, and then we're going to give you updates on, like, say, after you make your predictions, you might be 5-7, or, we'll keep
for each one of us.
Yeah, until we get to the end of the season. If this goes well,
all right,
we'll see how it goes. We love football. Cowboys fans. He's a Baltimore Ravens fan as well. We also kind of like the Colts.
Yeah.
And we also root for the Browns, which is our in-state team.
And I'm also a Green Bay Packers fan.
And he's a Packers fan.
But not as much as Cowboys.
I don't know if we'll mix all these together, but that's where we stand as far as our allegiance. Cowboys is number 1, though. So I'm gonna go through here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say the game, kind of give their record, and then we'll just move through pretty quickly. Starting at 1 o'clock tomorrow, Kansas City Chiefs at 3-3, surprisingly, taking on the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. They are 4-2. What do you think? You want to start with this? 4-2? Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, they lost the first 2 weeks. They lost.
I believe so. And then they've come on strong. They had a big win over Buffalo last Monday, which was huge. Buffalo's a good team. Kansas City has struggled. Even one of the games they won was the Browns in the year. They barely won that. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. This is a tougher pick. Looking into it, after not, I didn't know what the record was for the Titans until just now. I thought they were.
And they're home.
They're a little bit behind. Yeah, they are home. And so originally I would have said, oh well, this would be a win for the Chiefs, but now I'm not sure. I wasn't because I didn't know that the Titans had a higher record. So I don't know. This is kind of a tough pick, but I think I'm gonna go with the Chiefs winning tonight. I don't know. They're still a good team, even though they are having a bad record.
What do you think?
Gonna make that.
What do you think? 4-2 Titans at home, or the 3-3 Kansas City Chiefs? You don't have to make the score prediction, just the winner. We didn't expect it. You're going to go Tennessee. And this is a tough one. Like you said, 4 or 5 weeks ago I said, Chiefs for sure. They are in Tennessee. They had a huge win. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs as well because I don't think the Chiefs are as bad as their record. But we'll see. It could literally go either way. Yeah. Moving on to the next game, the 1-4 New York Jets going into New England to take on the 2-4 Patriots. And the Patriots are 2-4. They played really good against the Cowboys and almost won. They played really good against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers and almost won. So they're maybe not as bad as the record. What do you think? We'll start with you.
It's not Jets. It's going to be Tennessee.
New England. New England, all right. What do you think?
Well, when you mentioned this game and I heard you say New York Jets, I said it doesn't matter who it is. Whoever's coming next, they're gonna beat him. Maybe if it was
sure. They won.
Maybe if it was Jacksonville, who they have the same record, right?
Yes.
Maybe they could beat them.
But they won one.
Yeah, they did one. That's why they're tied, right?
Yeah, they're 1-4. I don't know I can't remember who they won. I'm gonna go with New England. Of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with New England.
Yeah, but we could be surprised. We'll see what happens. It's
you're right.
AFC East rival. Here's a good game, which we wouldn't think a couple weeks ago was good. The 4-2 Bengals going to Baltimore to take on the 5-1 Ravens. To me, Cincinnati's a big surprise. Good quarterback, good rookie wide receiver. What do you think?
Baltimore. I always root for
He's a Baltimore guy. What about you?
Well, yeah, the Bengals have been playing good this year, a lot better than they have pretty much my entire lifetime.
Yeah, my life too, just about.
And yeah, they've been doing pretty good. They've been winning. They've been winning a lot of games. You know, they've got their quarterback who was a rookie last year, Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Back he's in LSU, won the national championship a couple years ago.
The Ohio boy too.
Yeah, that's right. And so I think for my prediction though, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. The Ravens, they've been playing really good the past few years. They've been a good team with Lamar Jackson, their quarterback. I'm gonna go with the Ravens winning this game.
Everything in me, football knowledge, says Lamar Jackson, Ravens, 5-1. But I'm going to go with the Ohio boys of Cincinnati with the upset, just to shake it up a little bit. You got to have maybe an upset or two, and I'm going to go with this one. No, really, anything in my mind says Baltimore. Here we go on to one of the teams you mentioned earlier, the Green Bay Packers. They're going to be in Lambeau in Wisconsin tomorrow, playing host to the Washington football team, which is so hard to say. They're 2-4, 2-4 for the Washington football team. They're taking on the 5-1 Green Bay Packers. They lost the first game to New Orleans, and I thought, whoa, Packers aren't going to be good. And then they've just steamrolled pretty much the rest of the time.
Last week, they went to overtime. I remember we were watching that game. Who they beat last week?
Was it the Bears? No. Pittsburgh. I don't remember exactly either. I'm going to go, I'll start this prediction. I'm going to go, there's no way. I don't think Washington football team wins. I'm going to go with the Packers at home. Of course, they're 5-1. They're going to be 6-1. What do you guys think? Packers.
I agree with you. The Packers.
Okay.
They got horrible kicking.
Going on to another couple teams that are kind of.
Their kicker's pretty old. At least he looks pretty old.
We talked about Cincinnati and Baltimore being good. Here's two teams that aren't good, so it's going to be hard to pick this one. 2-3 Atlanta Falcons traveling to Miami to take on the 1-5 Dolphins. I don't know.
This is tough thing. Both these teams are terrible teams.
I know Tua's been injured. I don't know if that he's back yet. He might be back now.
Who are they?
That's Miami Dolphins at 1-5, taking on the Atlanta Falcons at 2-3. You would think Atlanta would be a little better than this, but I don't know. Anybody want to go take a stab at this?
What do you think? Go for it.
I'm gonna just stop it to go actually see them like play.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say.
They have a better record. What do you think?
Well, I do have in one of my fantasy football leagues. I do have Tua as one of my quarterbacks.
And I'm thinking he might be back. If he's not, it's really close.
So I guess I would root for the Dolphins so I can get points. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons. They do have a better record, not by a lot, but that's just gonna be my pick.
They both stink. I'm gonna go with the home team though. I'm gonna go with Miami. I think Miami maybe is a little bit better than record. If Tua is back, then I think they might have a better chance. Who knows? Because they could go either way on this one as well. Now we're gonna go on to the last 1:00 game tomorrow. Carolina Panthers at 3-3, taking on the New York Football Giants. They're 1-5. They won one game. I can't remember, just a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. They stink. I'm gonna go with Carolina. I thought Carolina was going to be better than this because they started out stronger.
But then their running back got injured.
Yes, he did. And the quarterback's playing good, or he had been playing good. And you're going to go Carolina as well. You join in, or are you going to go with the Giants at home?
I'm going to agree with you with Carolina. They were doing very good beginning this year, won the first 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
But then since then, they have lost all 3 games. And I believe in that 3rd game that they won was when the running back get injured, and since then they've been going downhill. I heard he's not out for the season. Am I correct?
No, the running. I don't believe so. Just a few weeks. So I don't know the latest and greatest on that.
Yeah. So I have no idea when he's coming back, but I'm gonna go with them today. They should be able to get an easy win today against the Giants.
All right. Moving on to the 4:00 game, a team that I can't stand to root for ever, the Philadelphia Eagles. Cowboys fans, of course. They're traveling to Vegas, playing in the Allegiant Stadium. Philly's 2-4. Vegas, the Raiders, are 4-2. They started out strong. They have no more coach. I don't know if you guys are up on this, but he's gone. They fired him. That was John Gruden. And
who's your coach now?
Whoever the backup was. I'm not sure of his name. But Vegas, Vegas played. They won last week, I believe, even after getting rid of the coach.
What's the Vegas name?
Vegas Raiders. Used to be the Oakland Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders hosting the Eagles. I'll go first in this one, and I'm going to go with Vegas. They're home. Eagles usually ever, and they stink. So
Me too. I will.
we're gonna. What do
And
you think?
they just have to keep stinking, them and the Giants,
Doesn't take much for either one.
and we'll have nothing to worry about. Even if Eagles had a good rest of the season, the Cowboys have been going very strong in this season. Right? They haven't lost a game since the first game of the year.
You're right.
I felt like even if Philadelphia won some games and they started working their way up, I still don't think that they'd even be able to pass them up. But you just gotta keep them losing so that Cowboys will.
You're going with Vegas.
I'm going with Vegas.
Now we're gonna take a little halftime break here because we didn't mention at the beginning. There's certain teams that are on a bye this week, which Brady, that means they don't play. Everybody gets 1 week off throughout the season. This week, the Cowboys don't play. They're on a bye. Minnesota Vikings, Buffalo Bills. Jacksonville had that big win last week, their first win in like 2 years. Well, they're going to have to take a rest because that's a lot of work for them. So they're on a bye. Also, the Los Angeles Chargers and the Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's a lot of
all
teams.
on a bye, yeah. That's about the most we have in 1 week. So they're all on a bye. Moving on to the next game, the 0-5 Lions. They have a new coach. Hasn't really changed much. The 0-7 Lions. 0-7 Lions. How would they be 0-7? We only had 6 weeks. I might write that down. It must be 0-6. I think I was already assuming they're going to lose. So it must be 0-6 Lions taking on the LA Rams, who are 5-1.
Oh man, they're good.
Possibly the best team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Are the Lions going to do the ultimate upset?
There's no chance.
Okay.
The Rams, they were in the Super Bowl about 2 or 3 years ago. Lost
They
to
were.
the Patriots. They've been playing good this year. They had a brand new stadium this year.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, last year with no fans,
no
so
fans,
it doesn't really count.
So it doesn't. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't really count. It's got to be the Rams.
I know it does.
There's no way it's gonna be the Lions.
You going with the 2, Brady?
Yeah.
I'm going to go there as well. I can see that the Rams, I thought, were like there's no question they're the best team in the NFC. And then they lost to Arizona, who has a better record. We're going to talk about them in just a couple seconds. So they're beatable. But I don't think the Lions are the only team to do it, unless it's a miracle. Also, the Houston Texans, they're 1-5. And just kind of one of those teams, kind of like the Giants and the Lions. It's like they're just hard to watch. The Texans are traveling to the desert, to Arizona, to take on the only undefeated team in the NFL, the 6-0 Arizona Cardinals. They're the toughest division in football. You have the 49ers there.
Yeah.
You have the Rams there. You have Seattle there. And if people kind of put them at the bottom.
Cardinals.
And the Cardinals.
That's a tough.
They're all good. 6-0. Can Houston travel there and try to win?
They can try.
I don't think so.
They can try to
They
win.
can try, but I have a very strong feeling that they're gonna fail.
We're all going with the Cardinals.
We're all gonna.
No big upset there.
7-0.
Also,
They'll keep that record going. They'll definitely be beat before this season's over for sure.
oh, they will.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's this week.
Not this week.
You also got the Bears. They're 3-3. They're decent. That's what we're gonna say. That's where they're at, 3-3. They're taking on the greatest of all time, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers in Tampa. Bears are 3-3. Bucs are 5-1. Now, Bucs, we know they lost. Of course, they lost. They almost lost to the Patriots. A couple games I think was close. They had to come back and beat the Cowboys early in the year. But it's Tom Brady. They're the Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
The Bears come in to town and win.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I want to make another upset, but I'm not going to go with that
I'd
one.
like there to be a few upsets, but a lot of these games have been easy to predict.
We agree on every.
Not everyone. Like, here's one that's split up. There were some split ups, but not many. And then we go on to the Sunday night game, which is our Colts. They're 2-4. They're traveling to the 49ers. They're 2-3. I don't know if there's a tie there. I wrote that down wrong. It's definitely 2-3. I don't know. Was there a tie with the Lions? Were they 0-6-1? No, that could be where I'm at. I'm not wrong. I'm not sure on that. All I
It
know.
would be 06-1 and be 05-1.
Yeah, so I'm not sure on that, and I apologize for that. But anyway, the Colts are going to San Francisco. They both got 2 wins. That's a tough one to predict. I'll go first. I'm going with the 49ers. Even though I like the Colts, I don't have a lot of faith in them this year, even though I think they've done better than maybe than I thought. But I'm still going to go with the 49ers. I still think they're a better team.
Yeah, 49ers.
I think I'm going to agree with you. I like root for the Colts. They're one of our teams, but I'm going to root for them all the games going on.
Yeah.
But as for prediction, like if someone said, like I'll give you $1 million if you guess who's going to win this. Well, then when it comes to that point, you can't pick your favorites. You got to pick who you think's going to be the best to win.
Final prediction.
Right here, yeah.
So,
I'll pick 49.
$1 million on the line for
No money's on the line in this because we don't have much money. But we're going to go with the Monday Night Football game, the final game of the week. You got the New Orleans Saints. They are 3-2. Beat the Packers start of the year. And all these things happen. 3-2. They're going to Seattle. They're 2-4. Saints got the better record. They are playing in Seattle, which is, they say, is one of the hardest places to play. It's a Monday night game. What do you think, Brady? Is it going to be Seattle?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to New Orleans. Okay, traveling in. That'd be a good one. What about you?
I think I'm going to go with Seattle. Seattle's been a good team. They were good. They've been good for a while. They were good last year.
this is the only one we ever agreed on.
Yeah. No. There's up here. Cincinnati. Yeah.
There's three.
So I'm going to go with
There's
Seattle.
four.
Here's what I think. This is a tough one to predict, maybe. I think Seattle might be a better team. They're playing at home, so I'm going to go with Seattle as well. But I don't think either one of them's great. I don't think either of them's going to be. I don't think either of them's going to the playoffs. That's our prediction for week number 7. Now we'll come on hopefully on Thursday to make the predictions, starting with Thursday night's game for next week. And we'll give you our tally of how we did this weekend. Something different. We're excited about it. Enjoy the games tomorrow. And keep watching this channel. Sound good?
All right. Goodbye.